So Charles Oliveira will now be fighting Mateusz Gamrot at UFC Rio. BSD turned it down. Moicano turned it down. And it looked like Oliveira was gonna turn down Gamrot. Here he is being quoted saying that Gamrot is a good matchup for me, but it's a completely different style than I've been training. It was looking a little. I was like, whoa! I did not expect Charles Oliveira, out of all people, to be saying that. Um, and I was like, damn, there was a lot of Charles Oliveira slander that I'm seeing. I was like, fuck, my goat is being slandered and he's ducking fights. But he locked the fuck in. He's taking this fight. It's what, 3 weeks notice? 3 weeks? Two and a half weeks notice for Gamrot. And man, you see this fucking cheeky little smile on his face. Because I'm fucking concerned, man. I'm really worried for Charles Oliveira in his matchup. Because everybody, the narrative is that, oh, thank God Oliveira's chin is saved. But Gamrot can hit, man. He got some thud. And Oliveira is not very, very sharp against the left hand, the left overhand. Gamrot doesn't really throw overhand, but he's got a good one too. And he can put that left hand on him when Gamrot's in his southpaw stance. And like in that first round, I'm gonna be a little worried because for Gamrot, even though he has good cardio, every time he's come in on short notice, he's looked very gassed at the end. He'll get tired very easily because he expends a lot of energy holding down his opponents. Like, think of the Jalen Turner fight. Came in on short notice. He was supposed to fight Dan Hooker, I think, at 285. Gamrot, Hooker pulled out. Gamrot pulled up and decisioned Turner. And, I don't think Gamrot is going to be looking to win a decision here. I know that's the narrative, but I'm just trying to say that Gamrot has a real chance of chinning Oliveira right now. This is the time to do it. If he blitzes Oliveira at the in the beginning, when Oliveira might be still a little shaky, still warming up into the fight, he might land that pepper on Oliveira. And I'm gonna cringe every time he lands a shot on Olives. I'm gonna be like, oh. And yeah, man, this is a good matchup for Oliveira because I think his grappling is good enough where he can do some damage on bottom. Gamrot does do a lot on top, but the difference between him and Arman and Islam is that Arman and Islam both have incredible top control and ability to do damage on the top and submit people. Gamrot is not as good in that area. Gamrot is more of he's elite in his ability to wrestle, but once he gets to the ground, it's not nearly as good. And Oliveira really only gets super concerned in those matchups where he's getting held down for a while. That's when his striking gets a little iffy, where he gets a little, concerned. He's not throwing as much. Think the Arman fight. Think the Islam fight, where he got held down and he's like, all right, I got to go out there and I got to take some risks and I got to put it on him. Or he starts backing up. And when Oliveira's backing up, he's losing. Okay? Obviously, Gamrot's got the ability to stink it up, do nothing for 5 rounds, hold him down. But I think Oliveira should be able to get this here, especially with the short notice. Gamrot is a gamer, that's his nickname, and hella respect. He does not get the respect he deserves because he is very boring, but he is very, very, very game. He's always taking short notice fights, and he'll fight anybody, genuinely. He's coming off a win over Ludwig Klein. And that's a silly matchup. Why is he fighting Ludwig Klein? All in all, I'm going to go Oliveira late sub. He has a good guillotine. Gamrot does shoot on the outside a lot. And sometimes he will just shoot and put his neck on there. That's why I think Oliveira has a solid chance here, but I will be worried for Gamrot's ability. I don't know how Gamrot's cardio is going to look in this matchup, and I don't know how Oliveira's chin is going to look. It's going to be concerning, man. I'm fucking worried. But yeah, that's my pick. Oliveira by like round 3, round 4 sub. And there's another matchup, short notice matchup on UFC Rio. Holy shit. Luque is fucking dead. As soon as I saw this, I was like, Luque is fucking dead. All right. Um, Alvarez making his debut to welterweight, and Luque does have, he does have a path to victory here. It's not like he's completely cooked, but because he could wrestle, he has shown his wrestling, and Alvarez has been wrestled in the past. But Joel's just so sharp and so clean on the feet, where Luque, he's not a primary grappler. Like when he can strike, he will look to strike. And, this is another brain bleed matchup. Alvarez by early finish, it's there. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk about these matchups on UFC Rio. I wanted to talk about my concerns for Charles Oliveira. Let me know if you disagree or agree with me in the comments. Leave a like, subscribe, follow me on X at FugaziMMA. And yeah, man, I'll catch y'all at the next one. Peace.